All right, what's going on, guys? Okay, it's almost time. We are almost there. We are winding down the days, and right now, everybody in Saudi Arabia waking up and getting ready to get their final day of scrutineering and tech before it's time to start throwing legs over bikes and actually putting time on the clock. So, prologue going to be the first day. Again, that time is going to be thrown out. That is just strictly for qualifying. Prologue and qualifying can be used interchanged in this. I guess you could interchange them in this kind of thing. So, prologues are qualifying for rallies. Not all rallies have them, but on some of these bigger ones, it is very important. And this is the first time where people kind of get to strut their stuff. Shakedown of the bike is over. This is the first time you're going to put the pressure on the bike to make it happen. Play it nice. You got to kind of calculate it because, the prologue does determine the starting order for stage number 1. This year's Dakar Rally, stage number 1 going to get kicked off, and then right away in stage number 2, they're going to kick off the chrono. So we talk a little bit about that with Mason. So you guys want to stay tuned right now. We're going to get into that interview. Don't forget, guys, like, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff. Let's get to the interview. Mr. Mason Klien. So from what I understand, you just got back from shaking down the bike. First time out on this new gen, or have you ridden it before?
I've got a couple months on the bike now, but it's my first time running the Dakar spec. So, feeling out the motor, feeling out a couple of fancy things, testing the speed limiter, which has been really nice, and just making sure the levers are where I like them, the handlebars are in the right position, all the basic things. The only real plan left for tomorrow is adjust the road book, the digital road book, the angle, so making sure I can see it, and just tiny things left before we get to start the race.
Yeah, all the little details, right? All the stuff you can't account for.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. So
hit a couple dunes, they're soft, etc.
So that brings up an interesting point. So a lot of people, I posted up some videos earlier, and people are like, dude, but what about the digital road books? So everybody's on digital road books now?
Yeah, so this is going to be my first time using the ERTF Dakar spec digital roadbook. Mm-hmm. I've had a lot of experience with the digital stuff, but never the real race thing. So tomorrow I'll be using it for real. So that'll be good. But yeah, all the classes finally switching over to digital. Interesting thing I didn't know about. We have a camera recording the roadbook full time while we're racing in case there's an issue. Mm-hmm. So we have proof that the roadbook stopped working, because there's this thing where it'll stop working and then you don't know where to go, obviously. And also they put the camera because they suspect people will lie and say it stopped working to get free time. So for sure they're thinking about how to avoid the cheating. A GoPro or whatever kind of camera we're using right over the tablet in the way, in my eyesight, the thought of it does not sound very good. Tomorrow we figure out where it's going to go and how that's going to affect the navigation and the focus, right? Like a camera right in front of your face in front of the roadbook is kind of gnarly.
Yeah. Well, that coupled with that, and then I've understood that as much as they've worked on that roadbook, that there's still going to be some issues with glare. I mean, it's just inherent of pretty much any digital roadbook.
Yeah, I was looking for like some sort of anti-glare film like they have in the computer, like on the computer for offices and stuff. And unfortunately ran out of time and wasn't able to find a proper setup. So that's pretty sad, obviously. Yeah. So now, I mean, there's a lot more focus on other parts of the racing, right? So this is like that final factory touch that we kind of missed out on, and hopefully we'll have it at the next one. But yeah, for sure the glare will be an issue.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, there's more to it. I mean, the glare is just, something that can catch you 1, 2, 3, 4 times or whatever it is. But obviously there's way more kilometers where that will happen.
Yeah.
So speaking of other things to worry about, chrono stage 2, super early in their event. What do you think? Good thing, bad thing?
I'm pretty excited about it, because I feel like if I make it past the chrono, that's kind of what got me out last year. So I'm hoping if I get through that, I should be pretty set for the rest of the rally, honestly. And it's nice to get it out of the way in the beginning.
Nice. Good. Yeah, I think that is. I think they're just trying to get that Dakar swing thing going, so it doesn't go so far deep, into the marathon stage or anything else. Like right off the bat, they're going to try and put the kill on that. So, I don't know.
For sure, it takes away a lot of the strategy. Like if they put it at the end of the rally, like they did last year, obviously everybody's going to want to go in the back of the chrono stage because for 2 stages straight, you have a lot of tracks in front of you, right? For sure, that's something I'm interested in. But I also, again, want to do well in the first stage. The terrain out here this year should really suit me well. Mm-hmm. The amount of dunes is a lot less than normal, and not looking forward to the weather. For sure, it's so hot out lately, like freezing cold in the morning like usual, and just 100 degrees in the afternoon. It's gnarly.
Come on, it's SoCal weather. It's winter in the morning, spring in the spring mid-morning.
Yeah, but when you go straight for, what is it, like, I don't even know how long the second part of the chrono stage is, but some ridiculous amount of kilometers right at the start. It's going to be rough, like when your body's not used to getting beat down, like just straight into the gnarly stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Normally I struggle on stage 1, so hopefully I'm good to go on stage 2 and 3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the chrono stage being a little bit longer, my understanding, the whole chrono is about racing wise about 900 and something kilometers. So a little bit longer. But it seems like the longer stages generally kind of suit you, right? Or
yeah, for sure. I wouldn't say I take it easy in the beginning. For sure, I feel like I just kind of stay consistent most stages, and I think that's kind of my advantage is I'm able to stay pretty consistent on the longer days, and when other people start getting kind of tired and dying out, I usually stay moving pretty solid, and so yeah, the longer stages really suit me.
Well, they're going to be, I'm doing some math. I got a video coming here about the basically what you guys just signed up for, and I'm seeing average distance of about 399 miles a day or 644K. So it's
a couple miles.
Yeah, but that's what you train for. I mean, that's, you've got all that. And then my understanding is you got some pretty cush suspension from a certain Southern California factory tuner.
Yeah, so AHM is helping me out again this year. Pretty stoked because we got my bike feeling so nice once again. Obviously, a couple steps ahead from last year. Now I got the 8-kit suspension on the bike. I only have the 1 set out of 2, so we try to take care of it. And obviously, we don't have a suspension guy here. It's kind of just me to work on it. So I'll take care of it and service it as needed. But ideally, we'd be able to service it every day, obviously. Mm-hmm. Some of these other teams are pretty well set up for that.
I don't think I had formally taken the chance to say thank you for referring me to the guys over at AHM, but I finally got to put a few miles on the Cove, and I mean, not in anything that's rough or anything like that, but you could just tell.
Yeah.
It's pretty
sure. For sure they have the experience, they've done a few coves already now, including mine, and many, many, many more other sets of regular enduro bikes for Baja and off-road, and for sure they're the guys to go to right now. They have the most customers, I'd say, and that means they got the most experience for sure. Like all these new problems coming out with all the new model bikes, they're some of the first people to figure it out. So it's kind of hard to beat them right now.
Well, good. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to come in handy this Dakar. Even I thought Costera said he's like dunes and rough and rocks, and I'm like, dude, you're just making it easier for the SoCal guys.
That's what I think. Yeah, it's good. I prefer less dunes, more rocks. Just gnarliness, and I'll have a really good time for sure.
So, I mean, I know you got to get to bed here soon, but because you guys are, if I remember, you're 11 hours ahead. It's 8:36 in the morning here. It's like
7:36 p.m. here.
Okay,
7.
I just saw it change too. Awesome.
Yeah,
dude. So, what? Did you change anything in the training going up to this Dakar? I mean, more miles, more road books, less road books. More physio.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. This year, I've done a lot less road books on the bike, probably a lot more road books on the Dakar video game. Mm-hmm. Still waiting to get put in the game, Now that I'm riding the Cove, there's no bike for me to ride in the game, so we got to figure that out soon.
Yeah.
And a lot more cardio on the bicycle, riding like 3 hours a day on the stationary bike, just trying to stay safe and, make it to the start line, right? That's my big goal. So we're almost there.
Yeah, that's I've talked with Willem about that, and I think everybody pretty much agrees. For the Dakar, there's 2 races. There's the race to get there, and then there's the actual Dakar itself. So
yeah, for sure.
Almost to the first one. Well, excellent. And a bivouac, everything's set up. All you guys are ready to go. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah, just doing a lot of getting to know everybody on the team. There's a lot of people I haven't met before, and a lot of people I remember from last year. So it's been pretty good getting along with everybody.
Very, very nice. Well, excellent, sir. Well, I am going to let you get some rest. I know you got a few busy days ahead of you. And,
yeah, for sure.
And we'll check in with you again. We'll check in again with you shortly after a couple of stages, just see how everything's shaking loose.
Yeah, thanks, Victor. Yeah. Perfect time to check in now before the race starts.
Excellent, sir. Well, get a good night's rest. We'll see you from afar tomorrow.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Victor. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, same here, Mason. Take care.
See you.
See ya.